Well, more than $70,000 in campaign money has gone from Congressman Hank Johnson's campaign coffers into the pocket of the congressman's wife.
Johnson says his wife, well, she earned every penny. Tonight, Doug Richards is holding the powerful accountable with a look at the congressman, his wife, and why she's getting all of that money.
Proud. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to serve you.
Democrat Hank Johnson was first elected to Congress following a memorable primary runoff.
Good afternoon.
In 2006.
We refuse to lose.
Over the fiery incumbent Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney.
We're doing great.
2 years later, Hank Johnson put his wife Marita on the campaign payroll, even though Johnson was the only congressman in the state to run for re-election with no ballot opposition. Federal election records show Johnson's campaign paid Marita Davis Johnson more than $8,000 that year. Mrs. Johnson has remained a presence on the payroll ever since.
So she kind of acts as a quarterback. Seems like a lot of people just ordinarily pick up the phone and call her.
So how do you think that looks, having your wife on the campaign payroll?
I think everybody who deals with me knows that Marita, my wife, is intimately involved also in every aspect of what I do.
Our analysis of Congressman Johnson's campaign records show that his campaign paid his wife more than $73,000 since 2008. The campaign paid her when Johnson faced opposition, as he did in the Democratic primary in 2014. But it also paid her when he had no opposition, like in the general election of 2014. The campaign has typically paid Mrs. Johnson $1,000 a month. Johnson says she earned it as an unofficial liaison with voters in his district.
It's easier for them to get to her than it is to me. So I think people appreciate having someone that they can reach out and get a hold to when they need me.
As opposed to just calling your office?
It seems like people have naturally gravitated towards her, even though they know that I have an office.
While it is not commonplace for a member of Congress to put a spouse on the campaign payroll, it's not illegal either. In fact, federal campaign laws give a wide berth to employing family members.
It will strike some people as potentially looking corrupt, even though technically it's not illegal.
Emory University political scientist Andrew Gillespie says Johnson is taking a political risk by keeping his wife on the campaign payroll.
It's a question of a spouse being paid by the campaign to do something that I think some people would see as part of the normal course of business of being a political spouse. And so that might raise a few eyebrows.
Does she need to be on the payroll to be your liaison?
If she were not working, if she were not earning the money that we pay, then she would not be on the payroll.
And Congressman Johnson points out that his wife earns only about $12,000 per year on his campaign payroll. He says he would have to pay a lot more on the free market for somebody else to do the work that she does for the campaign. Gillespie says that this is an issue that voters will have to sort out when Congressman Johnson runs for re-election again. But so far, Congressman Johnson has done very well when running for re-election. At Capitol, Doug Richards, 11 Live News.